A Prismana Aniimo can be found in every zone. For example, Nimbus Fields has a Prismana Turbo, the Mistwood has a Prismana Witchin, and the Driftwise Meadow has a Prismana Glacie. Prismana Aniimo can be spawned by these things called nurtures or nurture branches that are scattered all across Idle. Each zone has its own nurture branch that you can feed Prismana flow into. So for example, if we zoom in here on the Driftwise Meadow, you can see that I'm already at the nature branch here. But if you can see up here to the top left, Berlin Causeway has its own nurture as well. You can also teleport to these if you've interacted with them. There's also an opportunity to have a free nurture if you actually see a nurture icon and there will be a white ring around this nurture. That means you have the ability to activate a free nurture in that area. There is also 3 free nurtures that you are given, and every time you do complete one, there is a timer that appears that states energy will be full in X amount of time. For example, mine right now is in 5 hours. We're gonna go ahead and try our chances with the Prismana Glacie. So I've already teleported to Driftwise Meadow, and I'm going to show you what happens when you interact with the nurture branch. Once you've teleported to the branch, you're going to go ahead and interact with it, and it's going to open up a new menu. Now, at the top right here, we're going to have 2 currencies. One is going to be your Vein Essence, which basically is power that you're going to be feeding into this nurture branch. Pure Vein Energy condensed into Essence when absorbed by a branch in Breezy Plains. It draws many Animo to the area, condenses the rich nutrients of the earth to repair vein damage and nourish the local ecosystem. So how to obtain this is a Fun Stamp Collection Shop, Elite Training, Catch Completion, Nurture Branch, Hollow Battle Interlink, Hollow Battle Sim, Hollow Battle Shop, and the Home Shop. You're also going to have the chance to use an item called a Prismana Crystal. Now, a crystal infused with Prismana that immediately triggers a Prismana Flow event when absorbed by the branch in Breezy Plains. A pure crystal that has absorbed Prismana. Its irregular crystalline surface acts as a naturally formed prism, reflecting magical, dreamlike light. You obtain this by the Nurture Branch. Now, with the items out of the way, you're going to see for each zone, there is this top banner where it says the area's prismatic energy state. This is going to be your gauge. Every time that you feed nutrients into the vein, you're going to increase the chances of a Prismana Aniimo spawning. For example, Echoback Landing is currently empty. Berline Causeway is very low. Forest of Falling Stars is at abundant, and you can see a visual cue here where there's actual power being drawn into the center of the bloom branch. And our Argent Strait is at slight, and you can also see that they are colored differently per tier that you're at. Now at the bottom here, it's going to show you which Animo are currently in this zone, so that way you can double check to make sure you want to farm the proper area and the proper Animo. I recommend double checking this to make sure that the Animo that you are trying to farm for Prismana is the correct one selected. Now above the Animo is going to be 2 little plus symbols here. This is going to be your offerings. Once you interact with it, you're going to be given this item where you can offer items to increase the chances of triggering a Prismana flow. My friend Fishboy Abzu actually recommended a secret recipe of maxing out the possible offering. He recommends that you do 2 tumblers and 7 growth fruit. That is going to be the best way to max out your offering. There's also items that are your Prismana marks. This is the item that every single time you capture at a Prismana Animo, you are rewarded a Prismana mark. You offer this during the nurture. The gathered Prismana energy has a higher chance of attracting special hidden Prismana Animo. You can see here that the offering submitted is one of a kind. That is the tier that you're going to try to get to max out the potential of spawning a Prismana Animo. Now, there is possible that you're able to spawn one without reaching the max flow. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and make an offering here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in 8 of these growth fruits. And you can see that the offering is currently truly precious. I do want to mention that you do get 10 nurtures per day, excluding your free nurtures that the game will give you. So you do want to maximize the amount of nurturing that you are doing. So you definitely want to try and get that gold offering. So as you can see here, we are getting some Nimbies and Turbos to spawn. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and capture all of the Animo here in this zone. And then every single time that you start catching Animo in this zone, you're going to start building up the Prismana energy and flow into this zone here, as you can see at the bottom of the video. Now, Now, once you've maximized and built up enough Prismana energy, it's then going to spawn the Prismana Aniimo in the zone. And you can tell because there's going to be a different change in hue, and you can see in the air that it's purple, and you get the notification that states there is a Prismana Aniimo. Now, you can open up your map here and select the Animo that you were currently hunting for and click on View Distribution, which is then going to highlight the zones where this Animo is going to spawn. So go ahead and look for the spots there, and as you can see here, we have found our Prismana Glacie. She looks really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, she looks really good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it educational. Let me know in the comments down below if Glacie is going to be an Animo that you are going to hunt for. I will be having a showcase of a sparkling Prismana Glacie coming up soon, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We are growing this community, so if you are looking for other like-minded Pathfinders, please consider joining our Discord linked in the comments down below. And we are doing a YouTube push, so any interaction with the video helps greatly. See you in the next one. Bye!